Okay, what I'm working on now is trying to get these transparent dull glass areas complete. So you want to make sure that you have your white layer is completely even and the right value that it needs to be. You might be adding more to this on top and really kind of perfecting your highlights as you go. And towards the end, if you have a white gel pen, kind of speckling it on there and getting these nice kind of glass textured edges can really add a lot to it with a white gel pen. But for now, let's take a look at creating this dull area here that has, you know, a lot of brown and maybe a need for a little bit of black as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dark brown and just create a nice thin coat there over the white. Kind of fade it across. And you can experiment with, you might want to do this on the back, experiment with adding black next or adding white and then a little bit of black on top. Sometimes adding black next can be a little too heavy. I did practice adding a bit of this light green that's in your 12 set, which was a little bit too green when I was practicing. So I took a lot of that off because it is a little bit warmer than that. So I'm going to go ahead and smooth out some of this brown, just very lightly. And my pencil needs to be resharpened in order to work at its best. So I could add just a tiny bit of this green. Don't really want it to show too much. So the big takeaway from all these videos is that you need to work in layers, you need to work shading in small meticulous circles, and you need to have a sharpened pencil in order to get these smooth blends. Never in your project should you ever have, you know, really broad, wide lines like this. There should not be any blending that just piles on in different directions like that. That is absolutely incorrect. If you go back and look at your experience with your practice marble, see what you've come up with, see what you've done. If you're shading in very large movements like this, you're doing it absolutely incorrect. So it's very important to work very small and very detailed. So I'm gonna add a little bit of tiny bit of black here just to polish this up a little bit. Another thing that you need to focus on is I've begun putting in the contour for these cast shadows. Now, if you look right here at the very base in the middle there, that is where it's absolutely the darkest. So you would want to add more there. Your paper might be slightly darker than mine. These photos were taken on black paper, but it came out looking very gray. All right, that's just about it. There is a lot more like little things that I could add, but I want you to work in groups and try and help each other out and try and do the best you can.